Hugs for Daddy. Daddy. My daddy. My daddy is my hero. He has a very special job. He goes to work every day in a uniform. He knows how to solve things. My daddy is in a
military.
military. He keeps people in the world safe. Daddy and I do not for fun things. Together, we can speak and whole days building towns out of blocks. We every play instruments together. Daddy plays the drum and I play the crimbal. Mommy calls us her rock star. But what I look forward to every day are the stories my daddy tells me at bedtime. Then always and a great big hug tonight. Good night, my little treasure. Daddy will say, "Good night, Daddy," I says as I warm my arms around him. One morning, I came out downstairs. I saw Mommy and Daddy talking at the kitchen table. Daddy was holding Mother's hands. Mommy saw me staring in the doorway. She smiled at me, but her smile was missing its sunshine. "Good morning, my little treasure," Daddy says. "Hop up on your nap so Mommy and I can talk to you about something." "Okay, Daddy," I says, and I sovereign up next to him, his cheek. "You know that Daddy have a very important job," Mommy says. "I notice he helps keep people safe," I says. "That's right," Daddy says. "The word every day to help keep people safe. Every time that means a new to help people who live far away from us." He parted. "When do you do that? I have to leave you and Mommy for a while." I look at Mommy and then at Daddy. "Are you going away?" I asked. Daddy nodded. I sovereign deeping into his cheeks. "Daddy, how long? It's a while." In order to read really helps, he says. "I have to be gone for about a year." After Daddy said this, I couldn't hear anything but the tick-tock, and the clocks on the way. Then I feel tears start to roll down my cheeks. "But if you are gone that long," I says, "won't you forget me?" Mommy put her hands on my back, and Daddy pulls her and me into a big hug. "No, honey," Mommy says. "Daddy Guns never forgot you." Saying goodbye. The day Daddy had to leave, Mommy gave him a big kiss. Daddy gave me a big hug and asked me to be good. "I love you, my little treasure," he says. Mommy and I held hands as he waved goodbye to us. Goodbye. "I love you, my little treasure," he says. Mommy and I held hands as we waved goodbye to him. Daddy wasn't back, and he was gone. When Mommy and I got home, the home seemed really quiet and in print. I sat down on the couch. Mommy sat next to me. We both started to cry. I am pouring out my daddy. I am grabbing him help peoples, but I didn't want him to go away. It's okay to be sad, Mommy says. I'm sad too. We are both poor parts and daddy for daddy, but sometimes we need to cry, and that's okay. I'm going to miss daddy a lot, I says to her. Mommy looked at me and with tears from my face, she got up from the couch, walked over to close the door of a large vase. Remember, she said, every time we want to share something with Daddy, we will write it down, draw a picture, or even make something. Then we will put it in this basket. And at the end of the week, we send everything in the box to Daddy. That way, he will not know what we're doing here while he always. Over the week's few days, I find a basket with lots of things, a picture of me, a letter, a drawer. I make all of them this important for me to share, but I still feels like there was something missing from the basket. At bedtime, Mommy took me into bed. She read me a story. She grabbed me a big hug tonight. That's when I knew was a missing Mommy. I says, Daddy and I used to read stories at bedtime. We used to give each other a big hug tonight. Good night. Who reads stories to Daddy now? Who gave him a bedtime hug? Mommy gave me another hug. I wish we could share him a good night hug, I says. Hug from Daddy. The next morning when I woke up, I saw a big prize and from paper on the kitchen floor. I saw makers of current. I know who you can speak a hug from Daddy to Daddy. Mom says if you lie on your paper, I can make a stretching of your body. We will cut it out, and you can just credit it to look like you. If we sent it to Daddy, he was warm the arm around him each night. It will be as if you are giving him a hug good night. I lay down, and Mom strapped around me with a basket. I found in a white space to make it look like me. I folded and left it in the box with the other inch to send to Daddy. 2 weeks later, we got a letter back from Daddy. Most of the letter was writing to Mommy, but at the end of the letter, there was a special note just for me. Hannah, thank you for the hug. I look forward to it every night. I miss you. I love you, my little treasure, Daddy.
Good job!